Although you might not think it when you look at me, I did wrestling for 5 years. But while the experience was amazing, one big problem I found was that all the wrestling shoes out there were men's shoes, and not just from an aesthetic standpoint. The shoes just didn't fit right. I remember often getting huge blisters on my feet after long practices, and many female wrestlers I've talked to share similar bad shoe experiences. That's why I decided to start PB & Chicken, a company that makes wrestling shoes specifically for women. Now, I like to approach PB & Chicken in the same way we approach a wrestling match. At the beginning of a match, what is the first thing you do? The setup. To combat the lack of female wrestling shoes, PB & Chicken focuses on 3 main aspects of wrestling shoes: increased comfort, style, and performance. First, our shoes will be more comfortable as they fit women's feet better. To understand this fit, I think it's helpful to look at this picture. As you can see, women and men have fundamentally different feet shapes, such as women having a higher arch, a more curved inner, and shallower big toe. Second, our shoes will feature more aesthetically pleasing designs for female wrestlers. Finally, with in-depth research into the physics of how women wrestle, our shoes will decrease injuries and even enhance performance. With this setup, we can now shoot our first shot. We plan to start by promoting our shoes at the local level, selling our shoes at wrestling clubs and tournaments right here in Houston to reach our primary customer segment, high school female wrestlers. We will also reach customers online through our own direct-to-consumer website. Why our own website? Well, PB & Chicken extends beyond simply creating female-centric shoes. Our brand will be built around fostering a community of female wrestlers, like promoting their stories on our website's blog, PB & Grit, which of course then also fosters customer loyalty. Of course, even with this first shot, the match is only just beginning. We now need to fight our competition to get the takedown. Our main competitors are Nike, ASICS, and wrestling company Rubis. However, all these companies only sell men's shoes, though ASICS did recently come out with a singular women's wrestling shoe. We also have something else that all these companies lack. We solely focus on women. Our whole brand is built around female wrestlers, meaning that what they look for in a shoe is what drives our business. Now that we have the takedown, we have to break our opponent and market size down. Right now, there are around 28,000 female high school wrestlers in the US, our primary customer segment. But this is only the beginning. We plan to expand beyond female wrestlers in the US and into the world, and eventually expand into other sports too. As to why you should bet on me to win this match? First and foremost, I wrestled for 5 years, allowing me to understand the market on a personal level. I also come from both a STEM and artistic background, meaning I can tackle both the science and aesthetics of wrestling shoes. However, my match is far from over, with lots of reversals and escapes to come. So far, I have already begun to establish some traction with female wrestlers, visiting local wrestling gyms and talking to dozens of female wrestlers about shoe pain points. We have also finished our first prototype. For next steps, we need to refine our prototype and get into manufacturing. If you are or know someone interested in shoe design and manufacturing, come talk to us at the showcase. You might also be wondering, why the name PB & Chicken? Visit our booth to find out, and while you're there, consider purchasing a pair of hand-dyed shoelaces to support PB & Chicken's mission to build up female wrestling.